as we say in Chennai, Vanakkam. Thank you for coming back. And today we have somebody very interesting. I promised you guys, I said, you would always have some leading personalities in our industry to come and talk about what's happening and the necessary happenings in our city and our country. So today we have yet another achiever, a go-getter, somebody very enterprising, and I'm so happy to introduce my very dear friend Sheetal Muncho, who is the director India for Atoute France. As they say, Atoute France is French Tourism Board. If I'm right, Sheetal. So welcome, Sheetal. Welcome to this small channel of mine.
Thank you, as we say, merci beaucoup, and thank you for that wonderful and very humbling introduction. Very happy to be here as well, and to talk about the developments that are happening. So yes, I proudly work with Atout France, which is the France Tourism Development Agency or the French Tourism Board, and I've been associated with the company for the last 15 years now. And yeah, promoting France is a passion, not just a profession. So yeah.
Yes, thank you, Sheetal. I mean, we know each other for so many years. I know the passion that you have and the way you inspire people and convince people to go to this your beautiful country. Thank you so much for all that you do and all the information you give us. Today I'm going to bother you a little bit with by shooting some questions, okay? Because all my clients, friends, and viewers probably want to know more about what's happening in France. So, with your permission, can I shoot some questions?
Yes, please, and I hope to have the answers.
All right, great. Okay, so my first question is: so tell us something about the situation in France. I mean, what's happening now? We all so eager to know because I'm sure people are already packing their bags to go there. So, what's the situation?
Well, yeah, packing bags is for sure. Mine's been ready and waiting for the last 3 months. So yeah. But yeah, on a serious note, I think I'm happy to talk about it now at this point because I have good news to share, which I think is something which is everyone's, looking out for good news. We have had enough terrible news coming our way for the last couple of months. So France opened up on the 11th of May, and then slowly and gradually, as life started going back into normalcy, sites, attractions started opening up as well. Since the 15th of June, we've had travel within the EU, which is now permissible. And of course, with the UK and Spain only, there's a reciprocal quarantine measure. And I highlight the fact that it's a reciprocal measure. For the rest of Europe, EU travel is now open, which is great. Cafes, restaurants, attractions, all of which have started to open. So this is where Paris is at the moment. So it's nice. The French are going back to their way of life, which is fantastic. And, people can start to visit all the iconic sites and go back to, sort of living life the way we knew it.
Yeah,
So that is what is happening right now.
I mean, listening to it itself makes me feel so good. Takes me to the times when we sit in Paris, and I think we all are suffering from these withdrawal symptoms already. This traveling withdrawal symptoms. And yes, thank
Absolutely.
you. I mean, even listening to that seems good. But I have another question: is how are the icons like Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum? How are they and the city tours, the awesome city tours that Paris has to offer? How do they function? Using social
So
distancing and stuff.
So on a larger note, France is going to also have a label that is going to come about like in most countries because we want to ensure that there is a certain compliance with the health authorities and so that there is a reassurance for people locally as well as people who will come and visit France to be in that sense of comfort and safety. So that is in the process. It's work in progress as we speak. Um, Paris has come up with a label which is basically, the caring attitude. So they're going to work on measures and they already are working on measures. So Versailles, for example, opened up already on the 6th of June. The Eiffel Tower opens as we speak. Up to the 30th of June, they will only be sort of accessed by staircase, and then the elevators will open up as well. The Louvre is opening up on the 6th of July. And all of these places, for instance, even the dinner cruises and the cruises for sightseeing along the Seine, are all expected to open up in the first week of July. And I think that the safety protocol measures are going to be very much in compliance with everything that's happened, post COVID or during COVID. It is going to be about, wearing masks, of course, in public. There is going to be areas that will be highlighted in order to maintain the 1 meter distance. So, foot marks and so on. There will, of course, be very rigorous protocol in terms of sanitization, contactless check-ins, contactless billings, so on and so forth. So these are all the measures that are going to be put in place and are already in place, for that matter, for those places that have opened up. A lot of time has been spent in training staff in the industry. Of course, everyone has been sensitized to the subject, but also to ensure that they have the right reflexes, that they follow protocol in the most stringent fashion. So, for example, all these places will now work on reduced capacities, ensure that there's the 1 meter distancing. People will come in a more staggered fashion. For example, the castles have already got a protocol in place wherein only a certain amount of people will be allowed in certain time slots. Even the entire, sort of visit is going to be highlighted in terms of markings, and only a next number of people will be allowed in at a certain point of time, and only once they're out will the next slot be brought in. So a lot of measures are in place, and a lot of measures are still underway to ensure that we are able to, of course, go back to experiencing travel, but to experience it in the most responsible possible way and ensure people's safety and security, starting from CDG and going through all the different sites, including the restaurants and so on, where the distancing is going to be observed.
Awesome. I'm sure France would do their best to, keep our guests and passengers safe, healthy. Now I'm going to pop the big question. I mean, I think a million people have asked me this question in the last 100 days. So when is the consulate opening? What about the visas that we are holding? Can you throw some light on that?
So I'll give you the good news first. The visas that we're holding, all those who've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year visas, they stay valid. So they can still travel with those visas, which I think is great news. What we don't know, of course, is when the visas will start being reissued, simply because it will entirely depend on the flight. So whenever the international commercial flights take off, when the borders open up on both sides, because at this point France is open, but only within the EU. The other international guests, we can't wait to have them, but of course it will have to wait a little longer until the procedures, the protocols have been respected and so on. And also when India is ready to travel again, because we haven't started our international flights either. And of course the consulates and the embassy and the entire network is entirely dependent on this aspect. So once the flights open up, I'm sure that the visas will follow suit instantly. For that matter, all our consulates have actually been operational. Of course, they've been extremely busy with the repatriation flights, but all our consulates and the embassy have been functional even during lockdown in the most, sort of efficient and minimalistic manner possible, completely conforming to the norms of confinement, and at the same time ensuring that everyone who had to go back home has been sent back home safely.
Awesome. That's awesome news. So my 2-year visa stamping is safe. That's good news.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's good news. So another question, what I want to ask you is, I mean, Paris is famous for shopping. So how's shopping going to be here after all? I mean, shopping is our national sport, right? For India. So
Absolutely.
how is that going to happen in Paris?
So, of course, similar to everything else, it is going to be again with the strictest norms, ensuring that fewer people go into the department stores in compliance. But of course, the good news is, for example, incidentally, it's funny you asked me this today, because only today my colleague from the Valley Village, which is the Bicester Village shopping collection, actually sent me a video of what it's looking like now, because it's also one of my go-to absolute must places. Because of course, being an Indian, not only do we want to shop and have the best brands and have access to the new latest sort of merchandise, we also want to have the great deals, and Valley Village is the answer to all of that put together. So he's just sent me a video of what it's looking like. And I have to say that it only made me want to go there like right now. I'll share that video with you as well. So yeah, they're ready. They've also been through their share of protocols, of course. There will be things like masks available for people to even buy. Masks will be compulsory. There will be things like your gels, etc., which will be easily available, contactless. Payments are also encouraged to be as contactless as possible, and so on. But the rest of the services, the concierge services, the hands-free shopping, and all of that stays. So that's great news. And yes, of course, I mean, shopping is a way of life in France. It's France's DNA, so it will of course be available like everything else.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just waiting to experience the new kind of shopping experience that France is going to offer, and I'm sure all my guests are also waiting for that. Um, so, what is Paris or France? What is France doing to woo our Indian guests? Are they doing something that we can tell our guests?
So at this point, to be honest, we're waiting, like I said, for this whole situation to open up. What we've started doing is actually we have a new mandate. Atout France has always, historically, for the last 3 decades, we've only been responsible for promoting France overseas. For the first time, we've taken on the mandate of promoting France to the French. So the domestic mandate has been taken on. And we've just launched a campaign which is called Cet été, je visite la France, which is this summer I will visit France. So that's something we've launched. And of course, going forward, for the Indian market, just like all our international markets, of course, we will be getting into launching campaigns, and also promoting a lot of the places that allow and lend themselves to very easy social distancing, places that are lesser known, which are tucked away, which are remote, which is the kind of tourism that people want to go to. And also, like I said, the most important thing will be, and I think that the two things that are going to marry seamlessly in times to come for travel is going to be marketing intelligently and responsibly. So I think we want to really take that responsible part very seriously. Everything that is eco-friendly has always been a part of our DNA, but we want to take it a step further. And I think the first thing we're going to do in that direction is, like I said, the label. Once the label is out, we will then sort of, identify various players in the tourism sector who have adhered to that label and ensure that we create enough awareness with partners like yourselves who are professionals in the travel industry, who are the ones that people go to, who are ambassadors, and who really guide people and give them the right information to equip all of you with that information so that when people travel, they're traveling to the right places, staying in the right institutions. I think that is going to be the most important part of what we're going to do in the months to come.
Yes, I think you hit the nail on its head, because I think the way we function also is going to be so different. Earlier, people used to be price conscious or, they basically want to go wherever it's better. But now I think they would be hungry for information. They'd be hungry for content, as in, where to go, what to do, what not to do. And I think we as, DMCs and tour operators would play an important role connecting you, the tourism board, to our clients. So, I'm sure, like always, like all these years, you're going to play a very important role in our businesses. And, so we can transfer the information to our guests. And so they have a good
Absolutely,
experience.
and that's what we're going to focus on as well. We're going to
Yes.
focus on that as well. And I mean, as you know, the whole infrastructure, including the hotel business, there's going to be a lot of extra, I would say, focus on staffing, on training, on ensuring, because, things that we took for granted, like housekeeping, is no longer going to be a simple thing like cleaning up once in a day. It's going to mean actually ensuring that every point of contact that the guest comes through is going to be cleaned literally every hour, every doorknob, every handle, all of that. So it's going to represent a lot of, like I said, responsibility on all of us to ensure the safety of our guests. And I think that is going to be the most paramount thing that we're going to invest in.
Yes, I'm sure. And I'm sure with the kind of safety and hygiene standard they have, I'm sure, our guests won't even get a simple cold coming to France, with the kind of hygiene standards every hotel is meeting nowadays.
Yeah, and I certainly hope so. Yes.
Yes. So Sheetal, we have come to the end of this. Is there anything you want to tell all your our guests, our travelers? You want to say something to them? We can. I mean, you could tell something.
So all I'd like to say is that, as France, we've been very fortunate to have a lot of friends of France, people who've loved France for everything that it represents. And I just want to tell you that all of it remains. Like we've, sort of seen it in the movies and read it in the books. There will always be Paris. So yes, Paris will always be there. France will always be there. I think we need to be extremely positive and say that we will possibly see a refreshed, a cleaner, a greener way to travel. But everything that is our essence, which is be it our savoir-faire, our art de vivre, whether it's food and wine, whether it's fashion, all of this will still remain for you to explore and experience when you do come back, to France. It'll only be enhanced and it'll be done in a more, I would say, cautious fashion. But we will be able to travel again, and I look forward to that. And I look forward to a lot more, people from India experience France and all that it's always had to offer. All the varied landscapes, be it vineyards, be it beaches, be it the urban side of France, be it the mountains, the Alps. I mean, yeah, so we're waiting for you to come back and explore all of that.
Thank you so much, Sheetal. I mean, it's your passion and the interest that you have in this country that makes it so possible for us to offer this to our guests. And thank you so much for coming on this YouTube channel of mine and talking to all my clients and guests and friends, and I'm sure fans of France. Thank you so much, Sheetal, for spending your time with me.
Thank you, and thank you for always being such an ardent supporter. And I want to also end by saying that for all of you, those who are watching this, you're in very safe hands, because I must also compliment you for the fact that you take so much interest in going out there and personally handpicking, looking into destinations, understanding what you're, putting out there. And I know that we're going to do this even more now than ever before. So yeah, we really count on people like yourselves who are thorough professionals, and like I said before, truly ambassadors for our destinations. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheetal. Feels so good. Thank you so much and stay safe and hope to see you sometime in Paris.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.